Have you ever heard of Tao Porchon-Lynch, a woman who was still dancing in heels on her 101st birthday? She proved that one could live a long and healthy life if you made the right choices. Even at the incredible age of 101, the record-breaking yoga master who taught weekly classes in New York was a sight to behold. In 2012, at age 93, she received the Guinness World Records title of the world's oldest yoga teacher from Bernice Beats. This woman didn't let anything stop her. After 3 hip replacement surgeries, she was still able to do a full lotus and could even lift herself up with her hands while in that position. At the age of 96, this woman was still driving a car and was active until the day she died. Learning about Tao Porchon-Lynch's lifestyle is like finding a hidden gem that can unlock the secret to a long and prosperous life, much like the legendary Fountain of Youth. So how did Tao Porchon-Lynch lead such a healthy life? It all started when Tao discovered yoga at a very young age. She was born on August 13, 1918, on a ship in the middle of the English Channel. Her dad was French, and her mom was Indian. Her mom had died 7 months after her birth, so she had to live with her uncle and aunt. Her uncle designed railroads across Asia and often took her along on these trips. One day in Pondicherry, in then French India, she had seen a group of youthful yoga practitioners exercising on a beach. Although she was just 8 years old, she found it thrilling, and she decided to also practice yoga. Her aunt tried to dissuade her from practicing yoga by saying it was predominantly for males. But Tao's mind was set, and she went on to train under several of the most incredible yoga masters such as Sri Aurobindo and B.K.S. Iyengar, among several others. Soon enough, she was practicing yoga gracefully. In her early life, yoga was merely a way for Tao to exercise and cleanse her inner core. Little did she know it was going to be one of the reasons she'd live a long life. At first, she was a model who was signed under the Lever Brothers for one period, and she had won several titles such as Best Legs in Europe due to how gracefully she carried herself. Then she became a cabaret performer, then an actress starring in films which include Showboat, 1951, and The Last Time I Saw Paris, 1954. From her modeling days to her acting days, her colleagues envied how youthful, graceful, and healthy she was. They often asked what her secret was, and she told them about yoga and what she eats. In 1967, after getting married, she abandoned acting and decided to become a full-time yogi. That is a yoga master. Having trained with very experienced, the first person to hire her was Jack LaLanne, the American fitness and nutrition guru. While teaching yoga, she also developed a deeper connection with the ancient practice. She discovered that not only did it keep her young, but it also benefited her spirit and mind as well, as it kept her in a great mental state. She found that she could heal her body and take away all her stress while practicing yoga. She once said, "Yoga is the joining of our mind, body, and spirit. It is like nature, everything is always recycled and brought full circle. I find that I can heal myself if I do what nature does. It's taken away the stress and has helped me through crises." The flexibility yoga gave her made her an incredible dancer, and she got involved in competitive dancing, especially ballroom tango. She emerged as the winner in hundreds of competitions, and the incredible thing was that she didn't stop dancing as she got older. When she was 96, she once had a partner which was 26 years old, and she didn't slow him down at all. So incredible was her performance that she got featured in America Got Talent. Besides her very active lifestyle, what kept her healthy was her choice of food. Here are some of the choices she made. The first one is that she was a vegetarian who ate in small portions. She sometimes also ate lobster and shrimp. Her vegetarian diet was sometimes accompanied by a glass of wine and a piece of chocolate. The vegetables she consumed require little to no processing, and all the nutrients could be maximized. The second one, she believed eating in small portions was the way to stay healthy. With this, she maintained her weight at around 102 pounds. She once said, "I don't eat for the sake of eating. No one should eat huge quantities of food. Be in touch with nature and the fruits of life. That will keep us healthy." Her choice to eat in small portions was also a good decision, as studies show that taking 4 to 5 small meals a day can improve overall metabolism, which makes it easier to maintain body weight. Taking large meals are linked to weight gain, and a slower metabolism rate. Number 3 is related to her drinking habits. Surprisingly, Tao hardly took water but a lot of tea instead. If she was not pairing her food with wine, it was with tea. The occasional glass of wine helped her stay healthy, as red wine is often associated with a healthy heart. Part of the benefit of drinking wine in moderation is that the antioxidants in the wine help increase levels of high-density lipoprotein cholesterol in her body, good cholesterol. Another benefit of red wine is that its resveratrol content helped protect the lining of the blood vessels of her heart. Her life wasn't without a few challenges that might have stopped her from being active. She once slipped on the dance floor and broke her wrist and hip. She had to get hip replacements thrice due to the extreme yoga poses she did, but that didn't stop her. The first time she had gotten a hip replacement, her surgeon had told her that she would no longer be able to do a full lotus, a yoga pose that involves both feet sitting on opposite thighs. She proved him wrong, and even after her third hip replacement, she could still get into that position and then lift herself with her hands while in that position, a feat most people who were still in their 50s couldn't do. She believed that all it required was determination and that old age was not a restriction. She once compared old age to the life cycle of trees. She said, "I don't believe in getting old. In America, look how many beautiful trees are hundreds of years old. They are losing leaves, but they are not dying. They are recycling. In a few months, spring will start up again. You can learn so much from nature." Her belief that age was not a barrier was so strong that she walked around in heels, even at her advanced age. She said wearing high heels brought her closer to nature's most elevated elements. She once shared how she felt after climbing Machu Picchu and stated that it was the reason behind her decision to wear heels. She said she had felt one with nature after climbing up to the peak of Machu Picchu. At age 96, she was still driving around in her smart car, while her peers could barely walk without assistance. An important secret to her healthy and long life was her positive outlook on life. She faced several calamities in life, like losing her husband in 1982, but she didn't let that hold her back. She woke up every morning saying, "Today is going to be the best day of my life."
Up every morning and say, "This is going to be the best day of my life."
She also didn't allow fear or negative thoughts to overtake her mind, and this helped her stay positive for all her years. She was often found smiling, and this helped her live a stress-free life. She also meditated a lot, as it helped connect her to nature. On February 21st, 2020, after living a long and fulfilled life, Tao Porchon-Lynch quietly passed away in her home in New York. She achieved so much during her lifetime and stayed healthy and active till she took her last breath. Here are some of the lessons to learn from her lifestyle. Staying active and constant exercise. Preferably, yoga is very important if you want to live a long life. Eating good food, especially a vegetarian diet in small portions, helps keep you healthy. Having a positive outlook towards life, avoiding negative thoughts, and constant meditation keeps you in a good mental state. And good mental health is important if you want to live a long life. Thank you for staying until now. If you enjoyed it as much as we did making it for you, kindly subscribe to this channel. Also, feel free to check out other videos from us like the one showing on your screen right now. See you in the next video.